What is up, everyone? We're here with another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. This is a follow-up to the other video that I did on the should you pull on any specific banner or not. So this is kind of in response to Kurositus. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. He was interested to hear what my thoughts were on the outfits for the banners. So in the grand scheme of things, I still feel when it comes to the outfits the same way as I feel about the weapons themselves. Pull for the characters you want. Like if there's a character you like more than the rest, like that's your favorite character, pull for them. That's why I keep pulling for Aerith, by the way. Obviously you can't use every outfit. You can't, not every outfit works in every situation. Now, yes, you can do the whole visual thing, that's a whole nother thing. So while some outfits are really good, like for example, the Kuja outfit here, you have the boost of 10 HP, the boost of 10 magic ability potency. Those are some decent abilities. I would have to pull at minimum 6 more times on this banner, or max, I should say. Sorry, maximum 6 more times on this banner. Is 18,000 more crystals worth this? Potentially 18,000. So I weigh it by this. Again, if you really want that outfit, then frickin' pull for it. I want the outfit, yes, but it's not the end of the world, and here's why. So when we look at the R abilities, at the very beginning, yeah, the plus 10 gets you 2 levels. But, which, 5% to 15%. 15% boost in HP. That's a big start. As you get into level 3, you jump up another 15. But as you start getting into the higher levels, the 45, the 55, you're going up 10% at a time, which eventually, the 90 to 95 to 100, you're only going up 5%. It's going to start becoming negligible, right? It's not going to be that big of a difference. So, unless this is the only thing that's going to be adding to your R abilities, it's really not that big of a deal. Now, yeah, you may not have a lot of boost magic, ability here. That plus 10 is giving you 15% more magic damage when your command gauge is full. But like I said, if you've already got something else that's helping out with that, like you probably will with boost HP, the boost HP really isn't that big of a deal. And even then, if you think about it this way, when you look at your sub-equipment, you would need something that's giving you plus 20 HP in the sub-equipments, because keep in mind, that's all being divided by half. You would have to have something that's giving you at least 20 HP to replace this, or for this to replace that, which you've probably already got those kind of things going for you anyway, so the odds of this replacing one of your weapons is going to be really slim. So like I said, the outfit's really, unless you really just like the look of the outfit. The outfit is, how do I word this? Should not, unless you were just obsessed with the outfit, really should not be the reason you pull. The stats you're going to get from it really aren't going to make that big of a difference. Exceptions. Exceptions to those being, when we look at Sephiroth's, his edged wings, this Frostblade Arcanum. It's going to give you a 35% ice ability damage. Like, that is a huge boost. Okay? Same thing with Cloud's, Murasame Battle Garb. Again, that 35% to lightning damage, that is huge. So in that case, yeah, those gave a really big big upend. But if we go to somebody like Aerith, for example, like I said, she's one I pulled a lot of outfits for. I've pulled them because I like the look of them. I have yet to use the prism dress, even though it's got that wind ability damage on it. I've yet to use the chocobo suit. We got this one for free. I typically use the rosy battle suit and just have this as the visual. Again, this has that plus 10 HP. This does not. But when you look at how I'm kitting her up, you know, she's getting HP from all of these. So yeah, if I threw that on, that plus 10, it's gonna put her up to 31. You know, it's gonna bring me up 15 more % HP. It's a big jump, don't get me wrong, but again, like it's not that end all at that point. So when it comes to the pulling on banners, when you're focusing on costumes, like I said, this all really relates back to, do you really want that character? Do you really, 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 really want that outfit? I'm not gonna lie, I really, really want this garnet dress. Not because of the stats, even though, again, for what I'm using, this is much better than the rosy battle suit. Plus 2 more to the heal, plus I get the 10 HP. I love the look of this, but I am 1 stamp in. Alright, let's assume worst case scenario. I'm having to pull 11 times. That's 33,000 crystals to get this. It's just not worth it to me. As bad as I want that. Had I gotten a better pull, like maybe I got three stamps right off the bat, maybe. Maybe. Alright, so now the bigger question is how do we handle the costumes? Because so far when it has come to the costumes, once they've been gone, they've been gone. Unlike the rest of the things where right on the Black Friday sale, we look, there's, you know, we have the, where's it at? Maritime sword, we've got the bandage sword, we've got the Murasame. For Barrett, you know, we've got the, where's it at? The Heavy Hauser. For Tifa, we've got the lifeguard wraps. For Aerith, we've got her sun umbrella. The prism rod. You know, we've got all these weapons that appeared at one point in time as that, not limited time, but they were the focus of that banner. They've all eventually been re-added to these things. Even if I go here to the tickets. You know, I can see in this one, you know, I've got in here, we've got the Murasame, we've got the Maritime Sword, we've got the Heavy Hauser. Right there, we've got, you know, the lifeguard wraps, the prism rod, the sun. I mean, that stuff's all in here. The newest stuff is not. But that stuff's all in there. So the weapons have been making reoccurrences, but not the outfits. Here's really what I wish they would do with this. I really wish, and again, this is gonna bring up that whole thought of pay to win, I guess. And maybe there's a better way to do this. But we have an exchange for gear. And there's been nothing new added to this. This is all the original stuff that dropped with the game. So I kind of wish that, you know, maybe for these other outfits, instead of costing 1 gear voucher, maybe they cost 2 or 3. And then there's a way to trade for them instead of just paying real money only. Because I mean, it does exist. You can buy the gear vouchers. Where's it at? Yeah, you can buy 1 a month, or maybe it's just 1 altogether. From this, right, for, you know, $2. I'm sorry, but the current gear that are in here, not worth it. You know, why am I going to get this when I've already got his Murasame Battle Garden Zidane outfit? You know, why am I going to get... You know, I could have argued that before I pulled Aerith's, but that was the first thing I ever pulled. So, I guess it kind of comes... I wish, like I said, that we make it like worth 2 or 3, and make it to where these are awarded in like a monthly event or something like that. Because the only other thing I'm thinking is, okay, if they bring back a banner, you know, for example, let's say a year from now they bring back the Final Fantasy IX crossover. Am I going to get to keep this 6 out of 12 on my stamp? Probably not. It's not going to remember that I was at 6 of 12. So I'd have to start all over to get to 12. And the same goes for any previous banner as well. You know, it's probably not going to remember where you were at stamp-wise. So you're going to be starting over from the get-go anyways. So to... sorry, weird cut. I had to take a phone call. So in the grand scheme of things, what I think should happen is, like I said, either in the exchange, add these things in occasionally like we do the weapons. Whenever a weapon, the armor that would have been attached to that a weapon gets added in, put it in there. Like I said, make it 2 or 3 vouchers or whatever. Because those are in theory stronger than what these are. So maybe 2. Make it 2. And then you make a way to earn those either through weekly events or monthly events or something like that. So that's one thing. Because like I said, I doubt if they re-add a banner, if they bring a banner back, it's going to remember where you were at stamp-wise. The other thing that they could do would be to release a banner for a weapon or weapons, kind of like they did for this, like the 70 Day since release. But when you look at your stamps, instead of being a weapon at 6, it's an armor at 6 and 12, right? And their previous armors. So you can, you know, grab some of the previous armors. Okay, maybe not these, because again, they're the crossover ones. They're not going to be available forever. But, you know, maybe they do something like that, where, like I said, it's, you know, stamp 6 and 12 on each card becomes a new armor. I mean, 6 is at least more, you know, ideological that you're going to get the armor. 12, you know, yeah. But, you know, maybe do something like that. If they don't want to go through and do the exchange vouchers. So those are kind of my thoughts on, you know, should an armor really play into whether you pull on a banner or not? If you've got the funding, again, in your gyms, and you really want that character's outfit, go for it. By all means, go for it. Because like I said, you know, the stats are, in the grand scheme of things, unless you're looking at the Arcanum ones, where you're getting that 35% boost to an element. The other ones are pretty meh. Like I said, you're getting an extra 10% attack or 10% health or something like that. So that, I don't, like I said, if that's the only reason you're going for is to get that 10 health, that's not really worth it. In my opinion, at least. So, if you really want it, go for it. Because in the end, I really don't feel like the outfit's going to truly make or break anything. And again, how do they handle putting armors into the game for armors that we missed? Either add them into that exchange, like I said, make them worth 2 of the exchange vouchers, or make a premium exchange voucher. Sure, you can buy it if you want. You can whine pay to win all you want there, but I mean, I can buy as many, well, I can't because I have so much funding. You know, I can buy as many gems as I want and pull as many times as I want anyways and get them any, you know, regardless. So either make a premium gear voucher, or you make it cost 2 gear vouchers. Make it a way so we can earn the gear vouchers 1 a month, 2 a month, or something like that. I think 1 a month's fair. If you're gonna do two vouchers for one of those outfits, make it so it's possible for us to earn 1 gear voucher a month. Maybe put it in the season pass. Put it here at level 29. You know, make it, or maybe level 30. You get it along with this. And if it costs 2, okay, it takes 2 months for you to get 1 of those outfits. I don't feel like that's overpowered in the least bit, especially considering, like I said, as minimal as these outfits, in my opinion, add to your character. So that's my thoughts on that. Hopefully that's a little bit insightful. Gave you something to think about. If you have any ideas, throw those down in the comments below. If you disagree with anything I said, throw it down in the comments below. I'd love to have a chat about something like that. If you agree, sure, go ahead, put that in the comments as well. But, you know, having discussions like this is how the devs kind of see where we, the player base, are looking at things, and they see what they need to improve on or what they need to do to make the game better. And, you know, whether a dev's actually watching my channel or not, I mean, I'm sitting at, as of, you know, November 26, 2023, I'm sitting at 179 subscribers. I am not, you know, I am not the main viewership of content for this game. There are plenty of other content creators out there with plenty more subscribers and influence than me. But still, the more we talk about this kind of stuff is how we get changes to happen. That's how we get things implemented. So when you see a content creator talking about things to change the game to make it better, or, you know, when they're talking about things that'd be neat for quality of life changes, you know, throw comments down on that. I know that there are devs for games who do check those kind of things out, and they look for that kind of stuff. So that's how we get the ball rolling on changes, right? Thank you guys very much for watching. Again, I hope you really did like what you see. If you're not already, hit the subscribe button, like the video. Like I said, put those comments down below whether you agree, you disagree, or you have additional thoughts. And let's see where this game goes. I'm looking forward to see what happens. We should, I'm assuming here in the next maybe 2 weeks, probably as soon as this crossover event ends is my guess. So it ends in what, 12 days? 11 days. I'm assuming we'll hear something maybe about winter related events, and we should have a whole new set of banners. That's what I've decided I'm going to hold for. We'll see what happens there. Maybe we'll see a reappearance of some of these things in the winter banner, right? Alright guys, take it easy, and we'll see you in the next one.